My name is James and I'm a framer. A framer is a worker that creates the skeleton of the house. We start with a foundation, and by the time we're done, the house should be ready for all of the other trades to do their job. The framing crew comes in after the foundation has been complete and the ground has been backfilled, so there's a solid foundation for us to be able to start our construction. To me, being a framer is exciting because there's never 2 days that are exactly the same. The house is built, it's always floor, walls, roof. But you rarely do 2 models that are the exact same, and you're never doing the same thing 2 days in a row. I got into framing. I was a laborer for a builder, trying to save money to pay for university. I got into a discussion with a big framing contractor. After having a good conversation with him, I decided that instead of going to school and paying for my education, I would take a job and be paid to get my education. I learned the skills to be a framer by working with a framing crew, by paying attention, doing what I was told to do, taking in all the information that I could, and then eventually I decided that I wanted to do this on my own, so I separated from working with that contractor, opened a company, and started doing it by myself. The daily tasks of a framer would involve building the floor, building the walls, and building the roof. Constructing the walls are done by hand, using a nail gun, using a hammer, using a tape measure, and cutting, nailing everything precisely so that the house is accurate for the other trades to complete their job. Somebody starting out in framing can expect to earn about $19 to $22 an hour. After the first year, you can move into the $25 to $30 range. After the second year, you can move into the $30 to $35 range. Once you get to a point where you can be a crew leader, you can expect to make over $40 an hour. If you decide to move into piecework, then your income is dictated by the speed and accuracy in which you work because you're paid based on the value of the house. When you're coming into the trade for the first time, you need to make sure that you're paying attention and learning everything that you can learn. One of the best tricks, I believe, is that when you're working with a crew, ask the boss if you can borrow the drawings overnight so you can study them, because the best way to learn is by looking at them yourself, and then when you go in the next day and you see what you're doing, you have something to connect it to.